Yo.
This is OWC Radio, Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio. Episode, I don't know, 54 or 55. I don't know. I don't care.
56.
Is it 56?
55,
Okay.
56, something
55
like that.
or 56. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just picked up another 3-story building I got to do before it gets cold again. Jesus Christ.
You get a week of warm weather?
Yeah, all this fucking money I'm making, it makes my stomach hurt. Oh, God. So, yeah, man, I mean, I'm sure everyone that watches this is going to be like, dude, what's up with all the beef on the fucking Facebooks, bro? It's really not beef, man. I don't know why dude is like on his Facebook page posting like inspirational quotes about would they always kick you when you're down and shit like that. I mean, wasn't Perry just on Facebook talking about record sales and all this shit? You're not, first of all, are you down or are you up? That's the first thing. The second thing is, I'm not going to slaughter anyone. That's just, I don't understand why. I mean, I can't understand why, I guess, because, he does get a little bit of flack here and there. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. You know what I mean? That occasionally he gets he gets roasted a little bit here and there by people. You know what I mean? So I can see him get slightly defensive, but my issues were only this. My issues were when I posted the picture on Facebook. It wasn't a slight or nothing. It was just like, it's called being honest. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna be honest. I haven't gotten a gunslinger from him that I didn't have a problem with. That's all there is to it. I tested these things out for 9 months, and the ones that are coming from him are not performing like the prototype that I've got here. It's just, this one is different. You know what I mean? This one's different than the one that Perry made me. And this is from Richie. I get that. But I also understand that this product has gone from prototype to production model in less than a year. So there's going to be some variances. You know what I mean? And this gunslinger, as you can see, once I tilt it up here, the tolerances are different. The bottom of this jar has a little wider tolerance fitted around the top of the gunslinger than the prototype does. But as you can see, they are the same gunslinger. There's nothing different about them. They're the same thing. I have an older model of this, but I also have the newer model. And this newer model, the one right before production, didn't need a sponge. It never splashed on me. And Tim, what size tool do you normally put in your gunslinger when you're doing residential work? What are you using?
10-inch mops.
And what size squeegee?
12-inch.
There you go. So, not 18s. I'm the guy that uses 18s. But I also tested this gunslinger here with small tools. So, this was my issue. And I'm not mad at him or anything like that. But it leaks. Some of them leak. You know what I mean? Some of the gunslingers leak that he sent out. That's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. But my problem it was kind of like it was our fault. You know what I mean? He's like, essentially, in a way, saying, can you, the way we tested the gunslinger, we didn't see these issues, and that's not true because we tested it with large tools and small tools. You know what I mean? And that's all you know what I mean? And that was my only problem with any of it. Anything that was said in that conversation on Facebook, that was my issue, is that like it was something that we missed, and that's just not true. You know what I mean? Just, some of them leak. It's not, I'm not shitting on
I still have
it.
my original prototype on it.
Yeah.
Actually, I gave it to Ron. Ron's using it now since I took his American flag one because of the leakage issue. So I know Joey has used that, since it came off my belt.
Right.
So, I mean, that is, and it's
Again,
still top notch.
Yeah, again, like I'm not saying don't buy gunslingers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're fucking garbage, don't buy them. I'm just saying if you buy a gunslinger now, the ones that he's been shipping out, and he's been shipping them with sponges. They need sponges to keep them from splashing. The one that I tested didn't need a sponge with any size tool. I mean, there's fucking YouTube videos, plenty of footage of me using it. So it's not like I'm telling stories. You know what I mean? My YouTube channel was all about gunslingers. You know what I mean? For like 6 months. I'm not trying to start no shit or, you know, whatever. I just don't. All I'm saying, Tim got an American flag gunslinger. We're the fucking guys that's been promoting the shit out of this thing. It fucking leaks. I got one that leaked. I didn't ever say nothing about it. You know what I mean? This one right here, fucking leaks. It leaks. I don't use it because it leaks. Point blank, period. It gets wet here and it drips out the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like the fact that I kind of felt like we were thrown under the bus there. That's all I'm saying. Like, well, it's a design flaw, which is bullshit because this one never did that. And two, it was because, me and Tim didn't catch it testing it. Because we use large tools. Bullshit. Because Tim doesn't even use 18-inch tools or larger.
Just for commercial, and I rarely do commercial.
And you don't do a lot of commercial work. You're primarily a residential dude. I mean, you got plenty of YouTube. I just don't understand. Just have a little culpability. Don't prey on people's sympathies and shit like that to escape some culpability. It was a fuck up. Fix it.
Let me ask you a question, TJ.
What?
As a user of both gunslingers, do you think it's A, production issue, B, material issue, or C, a tolerance issue, or D, all of the above?
A D, all of the above.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not, like I said, I mean, that's a fucking monumental task that this dude is, you know what I mean, trying to do here. You know what I mean? This isn't something that's, squirting fucking plastic into a tube and spooging it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a samurai. You know what I mean? It's not something coming out of a mold. You know what I mean? It's being sewn. So with that being said, well, you definitely can't read good, Jacob. I don't even. Jesus. Anyways, fuck. I just wanted to clear the air because I felt like a little bit like we were being used at hey, there was no culpability there. You know what I mean? I don't, that was my issue, and I kind of felt like we were being thrown under the bus. Like, well, you guys didn't test it with large tools. You guys didn't test it. You guys tested it with 18-inch mops and 18-inch squeegees, and that's just bullshit. That's not true. That's not
kind
true.
of preaching before they got all the facts.
Yes. And it was weird that it was immediately on the attack, like on the defensive. You know what I mean? It's just weird to me, especially after I feel like we've done quite a bit for the promotion of Gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. Me and Tim have done quite a bit for the Gunslinger. I've been preaching this dude's praises for how long? Since 2014. I'm not trying to slaughter nobody, but don't in a moment of weakness or whatever he wants to call it. He wants to say like, well, this is what you guys are. The reason why this is happening is because these guys didn't catch it in testing. That's just fucking bull. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I feel like when I say that, and I'm not pissed off about it, it's just, man, I felt like I was really fucking thorough. The only thing that I did not test in a gunslinger were multi-tools, because I don't use wagtails and I don't use Mormons. I just don't use that shit. So I didn't test it. But there are plenty of guys like Richie and Marcus Bay and, plenty of other guys that have used it with the multi-tools. You know what I mean? We used large channels, small channels, large washers, small washers, fucking 2 washers at a fucking time. You know what I mean? I've done everything just about I could to that fucking thing. You know what I mean? Honestly, I have. And I had no problems with it. I didn't have any problems with it until I got the ones from Perry. And I'm not shitting on him for it. You know what I mean? He's made it right. And that's what I don't get, why he got all defensive with me. You know what I mean? And it kind of, no, you didn't miss nothing, Henry. You were commenting on the post. Anyway, jeez. Anyway, fuck you, Jacob. Man, why don't you go roll around somewhere? Go roll yourself in flour and find the wet spot.
Trying to get Jacob going up Ohio.
Fuck him. Anyway, it bothers me that shit had to happen. Like, we weren't, there was no ill will there whatsoever. You know what I mean? There was no ill will there. Tim showed me a fucking picture. I shared it on Facebook. His fucking leg was soaked from a gunslinger. What do you want? What do you want?
That's not normal in my world.
That's not normal in
our world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just us sharing info with each other.
Right. And if you don't like a sloshy gunslinger, just stick a sponge in the bottom of it. It solves the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you've got one, Mark, that has the same tolerances that I have. You shove a fucking a sponge in the bottom, which was your fucking idea to begin with.
Yeah,
that was all you. He put a sea sponge in it. That was Mark. So they have Mark to thank for that fucking idea. And that was like, oh, well, I figured out. Perry's never even put one on his waist. Mark's the one that figured out, hey, just throw a sponge in the bottom. It's problem solved. Go back and look at the podcast. Because he said it on the podcast. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's not a good product. I'm just saying they have flaws. When they have flaws, fix them. Don't get on the defensive like we're running you down the road and we're going to slaughter you. And then post shit on your Facebook about how, you won't like us. We won't like you when you're angry. What the fuck are you trying to say, homeboy? I mean, really, dude, relax.
This niche makes us a little trigger happy.
Yeah, and I'm not saying,
like
I said,
like
I'm not.
Like when, people in this niche, man, we've had to deal with so many
assholes.
people go crazy sideways on us. And when you don't
with everything that's gone on over the last couple of months, Tim, and the things that we were promised in private that never came to fruition, if we had any fucking kind of axe to grind or wanted to throw somebody under the bus, we could have done it months ago.
Sure.
And we didn't. Because we're not that type of dudes. But when you're going to get on publicly and be like, well, it does that because you guys missed it. No, what?
Dressed up like they're outside.
What's that? Man,
What'd
man,
she say?
dude, Mrs. Tanner's now a frequent fucking flyer of the podcast.
Yeah,
She's getting her face on the posters.
Yeah.
She just walked out of the room and she saw Tim and goes, another one that's all bundled up inside the house. Oh my God. She comes from the north. My wife hates the cold, so,
It's very cold.
Right.
Yeah.
We got one more day of it and it goes back to 40s.
There you go.
That's it. Yeah, I'm ready for 40s.
We're supposed to get we're getting a warm spell here.
Yeah,
a
it's gonna be
couple of
nice.
days. I'm gonna knock out that fucking job, make me $2-3 in a day. It's gonna be nice.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be sweet. Sweetness.
There you go.
But I'm just, like I said, this isn't a war or nothing like that. I'm not gonna, Perry, man. Like, is Henry from fucking Mars or something? He was commenting on the fucking post and has no idea what we're talking about. Fuck me, dude.
Hey, Henry, lay off the paint chips for a little while.
No, he fucking sat back in his bed and the battle axe hit him in the fucking head. Knocked a few screws loose.
Oh, he's happy those Browns won, man.
I know they are.
They look good today.
Yeah, they did. I know they
They
did.
look good. They're going to be awesome next year, dude.
I'm not trying to be, and again, I'm not trying to start any kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And they look good.
I want everybody to know that we're not trying to start no fucking fights or no arguments, but I felt like me typing back and forth with this dude was getting nowhere. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to go back and forth with this dude on Facebook fucking arguing like a couple of girls. I'm just going to get it on here and air it out. I showed you the difference between the one I got, the one that he sent me, Richie, and the one that Perry sent me. They're two different. They're just different. They're just off a little bit, and that's to be expected. A guy in California made this thing and then sent it to fucking... Yes, I have. Trust me. Yes. This has all been discussed privately for a fucking couple of months. This isn't, this ain't nothing new, man. This ain't nothing new. I field plenty of calls from guys that bought gunslingers because they watch my channel and like, hey, I bought a gunslinger because of you. Why is it doing this? You know what I mean? I feel like I've gone above and beyond the call of fucking duty.
It's customer
as far as
service
that's concerned. And for a product that I'm not making a fucking nickel off of.
Right.
I made some YouTube videos. I got 4 gunslingers. One of them, I can't use I can't use it. I can't use this because my leg gets wet because it seeps right here. It seeps on the back and then seeps all the way down and it drips on the bottom. And my leg's wet all day. My leg looks like Tim's did. And I was cool with it until fucking he said that shit on Facebook. I'm just like, man, what the fuck ever, dude. Just fix the fucking things, you know?
Yeah, if you sent me any videos, I've got them.
We made a mistake. You know, shit happens. Nobody went on the defensive. Well, the problem is you guys only used 18-inch tools and, you know, this excuse, that excuse. Just an excuse instead of just some culpability. It's my only issue. That's my only issue. I felt like we were thrown under the fucking bus and our integrity was called into question, and I think that's fucking bullshit, especially after going 1,200 fucking miles one motherfucking way, spent 16 hours on the fucking road one way to go to fucking Kansas City, rep his shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's the thanks we get. Is like thrown directly under the bus immediately because we have an issue. It's called keeping it fucking real, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to keep it real? I mean, are we dicks for that? Am I a dick for saying this shit?
No, and you did the most, you know, the Outlaws, I should say, and that was even before I come around, did more promotion for Gunslinger than anybody had, than even Reach It did. Guys were talking about that stuff and putting pictures up and videos and everything before anybody was, you know.
Well, we were one of the first to have one, you know.
Yeah.
That's why. And I still am a strong supporter of the product. I'm still a strong supporter of the product. You know, I don't see anything. I don't see anything's. What's up, T-Roy's? That's fucking Glassy D right there, right? Yeah. No, that's fucking. What's his name? No, that's Troy.
Yeah.
T-Roy's.
That's the Vikings boy.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have a Bigfoot moment. I don't know. We may or may not. I don't know.
I'm sure we will.
We're just kicking it right now. I just wanted to air that shit. I mean, we can end the podcast now, really. I don't give a shit. I've said what I needed to say about it, you know. I feel like we were sold a bill of goods to get what was needed of us, and then we were tossed by the wayside and made fucking scapegoats for some shit that didn't. Well, hey, guess what, Jacob? Pork chop man, fucking the gunslinger doesn't get my leg wet either. So next.
Mine doesn't either.
Yeah, so I mean, there we go. This one works just fine. Fuck. I like these better on Facebook because all these retards got me blocked on there, so I don't have to listen to that stupid shit. I felt bad for him for like a day, and now I just think he's a douche again. So,
which one?
You know, Jacob. I know that's your buddy, but
I love Jacob.
Your audience demands it. Yeah. Listen, man. I know everyone likes it, but there's only so much Bigfoot you could talk about. You know what I mean? Bigfoot doesn't make fucking daily appearances for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but he just don't pop up often enough for me. It's starting to get on my nerves. You know?
Yeah.
You know,
well,
I feel like I'm reading the same Bigfoot stories over and over again. Yeah.
Other people need to go out and find the nest.
How about you contribute to the podcast, Joe Knows? I mean, it's called AskTSqueegee@yahoo.com. Send a fucking email.
Hey!
Ah. This is Ron Musgraves!
Poor Ron.
Ron's getting beat up on both ends. Man.
Every year around this time, UAMCC starts
in both ends. He needs to be airtight, is what he needs to be.
The whole organization's always imploding around Christmas.
Oh,
I don't know what it is about the thing. It's every Christmas it goes into implosion mode.
If anyone's a part of the UAMCC or whatever the fuck it is, that shit's a joke. You heard it here first. That shit's a joke.
It's fun though. It's entertaining.
Got that big. Oh, this is Ron Musgraves here, pulling the strings in the background. We're selling parking lots, guys. Fucking guy.
You're gonna end the podcast really quick. Have TJ start doing that and hurt everybody's cheeks.
I could listen to that for 3 fucking days.
Right. Yeah. Listen. That whole shit is a fucking nuclear war zone.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's a nuclear war zone. Those guys, they don't know whether they're coming or they're fucking going. They're fighting constantly. This fat fuck won't quit eating.
You quit drinking.
What?
Quit drinking on monsters.
You're a fat bastard.
Look at the size of your head.
Look at the size of your fucking head. Look at that fucking shit. You got a gizzard.
Bitch can't even put a hat on.
bitch can't even put a hat on.
T-shirt's got a zipper on him because it can't get him over his fucking head.
Joe says the order's dead.
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
It was dead last year around Christmas too, though, Joe.
This is the same shit happened last year. No, we're not cool. We're not cool at all, Jacob, so now you can leave. I just don't understand why do dudes get on here and troll me, and then when I'm like, shut your mouth, bitch, you don't want to, hey man, hey JW, all you gotta do is click, hey, just turn it off. If the podcast is making you sleepy, turn it off. There's that. You could do that, turn it off. But why do people troll, and then when I fucking give it right back to them, they're like, man, I thought we were friends, man. So what, am I just supposed to sit here and let you talk shit and not say nothing? No. I don't know. Maybe that's what you guys want, but that ain't what's happening.
Troy. Troy. He's stupid.
Roy. Kevin and Eric Blander are my favorite window washers. I don't blame you. They're my favorite window washers, too. They usually run right up to the truck when I stop at the red light.
Kevin hasn't uploaded in like a month, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what happened to him.
I don't know. I was going to hit him up and see if he's all right. Make sure he ain't dead or anything.
Yeah. Well, he must be having a rough go of it. I seen he posted on Instagram a couple of days ago that he was drinking 5 different kinds of beer, which I thought was amazing. I mean, that's cool. 5 beers he's drinking, and they're all different. It's pretty neat. It's riveting material.
Yeah.
And what we need from the window cleaning community is another how-to video. That's what we need. If somebody could post one tomorrow, I'd appreciate it. Show me how to clean windows again.
Yeah, show me your not so unique technique that you think is unique.
Yeah. I'm just gonna not say nothing until these 2 dudes that are mad because it's boring leave, so we can get on to better stuff. We're gonna wait so all the diehards will stick around. I'm not gonna say a whole bunch. I'm just gonna let this guy get super duper mad. I'm hoping Eric's watching. Hey Eric. Hi Eric.
Why don't you give me a thumbs down as we watch?
Why don't you give me a thumbs down?
I got 4 instantly on this last one.
Whoa, did you?
Instantly, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They left the
Joe
Sean
said
one
Kevin's
up.
working overtime at his real job.
Probably is. It is Christmas season. You know?
Oh, and TJ's still a bitch. Man, you seriously hurting my feelings.
Who's Glass Realms?
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
Some dude that's obsessed with me.
Yeah.
I have a couple of guys that just like to thumbs down my videos and talk shit. They love to hate me. I like it. I think it's great.
Yeah. Makes it exciting.
It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoying ourselves.
Yeah. Shitting on people. you know, doing what
We
we want
haven't
to do.
done that in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a real long time. We were supposed to do it tonight, apparently, from the Facebook conversations I was reading, and we should have been really going after it. Kevin should work with Jacob. Their hours together equal full time. That's fucked up.
Damn, man.
Wow, somebody going hard in the paint. I don't even know who that is. Going hard? Don't you talk to the backflip boys like that, son.
They go crazy at each other in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't have to do anything. We can just watch you guys do it.
Yeah, I ain't got to say shit. Dude, I tell you what, though, fucking, I'm a little surprised at the weather, aren't you, dude? To be honest,
Well,
I thought for sure it'd be, yeah. Hey, I don't mind it, though. Extra money.
Yeah, but it should be this. But it shouldn't be this cold, this quick, man. We can't. There was no gutter season. Now we're going to start our gutter season.
I don't need a gutter season.
Yeah, I
don't
do.
need that shit in my life.
Then I got windows on top of it for Christmas rush. You know that. So it's like now you got to throw gutters in there. It's bad.
I better put this guy's comment up right there because he doesn't like me.
Either you guys hang Christmas lights?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I've been asked to.
There's a guy here in town that that used to do Christmas lights, and he asked me to take it over 2 winters ago. And, you know, I thought about it, and then another one of my cousin's friends, he owns a landscaping company, a pretty big one, and they did Christmas lights for a couple of seasons, and he talked me out of it.
Yeah.
That bad,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. There's that guy in Cincinnati. That's the guy on YouTube, the Christmas lights guy. He's down in Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, he seems to know what he's doing. Puts out some pretty good how-tos.
Yeah. If you like to do I watched a video the other day, some guy using something called a billy goat, or you seen that shit, that thing that you hook over the peak of the roof and you can climb up steep pitches with, it's almost like an extender pole. You know what I'm saying? It's
nice.
Kind of weird. Yeah. It's pretty neat. He was doing, Christmas lights. I don't even want to do the Christmas lights on my fucking house. I don't think I'm putting them up this year. Fuck
I only put one strand up, man. That's
the
it.
Christmas tree's up. That's all that matters. There's going to be gifts under it. What the? Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
I did mine yesterday, and I just, oh god, it sucks. I hate doing it, but the kids like it. So.
Oh yeah, it must be horrible.
It must be tough doing it in your shorts.
Putting up fake snow.
Yeah.
Hey TJ, have you ever had your wig split? I've had a couple of dudes try. I mean, I've had my nose broken before, and then I knocked that dude's 2 front teeth out. But you know, other than that, no, my wig's never been split. I mean, you seem to be pretty. You seem to be pretty close to me. If you'd like to come give it a try, I'm not hard to find at all. My business is on the internet. It's my home address. So if you want to come get slapped in your fucking mouth, go ahead.
The worst I've ever had it was actually from the guy I was fighting. His girlfriend beat me in the back of the head as we're fighting in front. So it's like my whole back of my head was knotted.
Yeah.
Like I got my ass was beat more in the back than it was in the front that night. Yeah.
I used to be a professional drinker, so anytime you want to fucking get slapped in your mouth, just let me know.
Yeah.
Google me. You won't be disappointed. Google Terry Gilbert. You won't be disappointed. That JW dude's always in my YouTube comments. He's got nothing better to do than swing from my ball sack. That's all he's got to do. Swing from my nuts.
Damn.
The Squeegee Life t-shirt, the Squeegee Life t-shirts are already out, Dave, and so are the hoodies, man. All you gotta do is ask for them. You know, everything I do is by request, my man. So if you want a Squeegee Life t-shirt or a hoodie or even a zip-up, man, whatever. I do everything by order. So guys just placed orders last week. The shirt's done, and I'll mail them out most likely tomorrow or the next day. They'll be out. And guys, they usually have them within a week or so. You know, I think a few guys did. I mean, Joe knows. Thanks, Joe. I mean, a lot of people, you know, they see you on the internet and they think one thing, and then when they meet you in person, and I can assure you it's another situation altogether.
Eric Bland said that shit in his video.
Yeah. What
about
Yeah, that's why I said it. That's why
I had
I said
I had some
You'd be
guy come up
surprised.
to me
You'd be
to
surprised, bro.
Get me in person.
At CNWC Ohio at AOL.com is my PayPal, Dave. You just send me, I think the t-shirts are like $25 or $20. I don't know. It all depends. You have to tell me if you want the Outlaw Window Cleaner t-shirt that we wore at Kansas City, Missouri, I will, that's for that week. I just got done fucking, let me finish, Dave. Fuck. Go to CNWC Ohio at AOL.com. That is my PayPal. Give me some money, and I'll send you a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. No, it's the ordering for that week. I'm doing by the week, Henry. So if I usually cut it off, I post up a little link in the shit around usually after the podcast or Saturday, and then or Friday or Saturday I post something up, and then guys have till Wednesday, and then they'll have their shirt the following week. I do it as as guys request them. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I mean? I'm not just making them and I got stock of them. I'm not trying to make no money off of this. I mean, I'm really not. I've actually cost myself a little bit money because I don't know how to. I shouldn't have fucking. I should have added shipping into it, and I didn't. So I've sold 10 hoodies and a fistful of stickers, and I've made, I think, $4.50. My wife said, so that's good. I got that going for me.
Winter money.
Kevin. You got to add Ohio on there. Here. Kevin is welcome on the podcast anytime he likes. I thought Kevin was a nice dude. There's only one dude that's not welcome on the podcast. His name is Eric Bland. So,
Kevin's podcast wasn't bad.
Yeah, I thought Kevin was fine on the podcast. But right there, that email address is my PayPal account. You can send me a message privately, Dave, or send me an email to there and tell me what you want, and I can give you a price on the t-shirt, and we can figure out what to charge you. I'm probably going to charge you double, just because, you look like you got a bunch of money because you're always working. So Mark gets charged double, too, because Mark's loaded.
Yep.
Why don't I like Eric? I'll tell you, JW, this is why I don't like Eric, because Eric went to my fucking business page on Facebook, and I had 20 some odd positive reviews, and on every single fucking review he copy and pasted a diatribe about how I'm mean on YouTube, and I shouldn't have any customers because I'm mean to him on YouTube and I'm a piece of shit. And then he decided to go after a couple hours. He decided to call me up and give me a line of shit about how he didn't mean to do it, that he was wacky do, and he would take them all down. He never did, and I still think he's a shitbag. And everything that I do and Tim does, he wants to do too. Now he's a t-shirt guy too. He's a fucking yum, that guy. So, you heard it here first. Now he can go and cry and then go to my Facebook business page and leave shitty reviews.
Is that the guy that started making shirts with his own face on it and he's selling them?
That's Luke.
I don't know. No, that's okay. Joe. That's Joe.
No, Luke's
Hey!
Luke's doing Luke the window cleaner.
Dave, that UFC was fucking badass, bro. The last two fights were awesome, but I like the Jimmy Manoa fight, man. Those two 205ers were banging it out, dude. Now I don't need to go split his head, man. I think Eric's just a confused soul. And he doesn't know how to react to criticism, so instead of just taking it on the chin, he decided to go the low road and try to fuck with someone's business. You know what I mean? And as much as I don't like Eric, I would never do that to anyone. I wouldn't do that to anyone.
I mean,
fuck with
as much
business.
as Luke and I have been through, I would never mess with Luke's business.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Now I'll fuck with with WCR and fucking Detroit Sponge and Windows 101 and Reach It, any of those dudes, because they're fucking making money off of us, and their main goal should be to please us. That's my personal opinion. Do you think window cleaning is just a fad for some people? Example, Eric Bland, Kevin the window cleaner, etc. I don't know if it's a fad, but a lot of these guys are looking for some kind of validation, and
we just we're in an industry where we get a lot of new people every spring.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that because Eric's not. I mean, I'm not saying he's the best window cleaner I've ever seen or anything like that. But if you
he cleans windows in the winter.
Yeah, he cleans windows in the winter, and if you watch his videos in progression, he's gotten better at cleaning. I don't understand his everything with a pole thing. I don't get all of that, but whatever's clever. You know what I mean? He's making money. I think far less money than what he claims, but he's making some money. And what can you? I can't knock him for that. I just wish he wasn't so much of a shady character, man. That's pretty much it. BLE, Bland Services, BLAND. What a fucking nerd, man. Get a life. In his Zorbo channels and all that shit. Mark, when you go to the IWCA next year, I'll ride with you. I'm only 1 hour from you.
It's in San Diego.
It's in San Diego, Ben. He's not driving. So there's that. Well, we got that all sorted out. I'm glad that Ben's not mad at me anymore and decided to be my friend again and unblock me on Facebook. I appreciate that. Yeah, I liked Ben too. He was cool for a minute, and then he blocked me on Facebook for whatever reason, because I wouldn't let him on the podcast again or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Not to be a douche or nothing, but the guy was having a kid. He wasn't really cleaning many windows, and I just figured, let him get his feet underneath him and have his child and enjoy all of that.
Hey, just
then we can revisit that. And he just moved.
Did he just say he's an hour from Tanner and he doesn't work for Tanner?
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
Why would you work for Tanner?
Mark
only
is
an hour away.
Man at window cleaning.
Well, I mean, he's also going to show
Mark's
you how
getting
to...
ready. Mark's getting ready to quit window cleaning anyways. He's going to go into the dick wind chime and fucking...
if I lived an hour from Mark Tanner, I would be, grabbing a hold of him.
He's going to make dick smokers with fucking ball sack fucking coal boxes. It's going to be badass, bro. The wagtail is from England, dude. Thought you knew, bro. That's Eric. 100K a year, $20 at a time. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
17-inch sorbos.
00 steel wool. That's my shit right there. I use that to fucking scratch all my hard surfaces. Yeah, I'm ready to quit this podcast already. This is, I just wanted to get on here and fucking talk shit about Perry and make him mad and fucking, get him to be like, they don't like me and they're treating me like shit. They're kicking me when I'm down. This is Mon Musgraves here.
This is
He's in Emolaki, Florida, and I got more clients this week, thank God. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. We'll have you back on, dude. We'll have you back on. He was like, why is that Mark dude on all the time? His comment was classic. He's like, why is that fucking Mark guy on all the time? He's so boring. It's the same shit over and over again. I'm like, man, you ain't got to watch it, homie. I told you way back then, and we're 30 episodes further into the podcast. Mark ain't going nowhere. Mark gets fucking fan mail, homie. Mark's got dudes in his inbox who like, Mark, don't let TJ kick you off the show. You're the best. I'm like, this motherfucker sending me screenshots of it and shit, Tim. I'm like, wow. Somebody's full of themselves.
I'm selling more T-shirts than TJ.
Right. We want to sell dick wing chimes.
You
eventually.
went through Ohio and you tried looking for me and Tim. You didn't try looking that hard, man. You should have tried harder. We're easy to find.
Man, I'm in Columbus. I'm not that far.
Yeah, I'm in fucking Sandusky. I mean,
right.
Shit.
Just go to Cedar Point, see his ass.
Yeah. Aha!
Aha! What? Yeah, we're in Ohio.
Yeah, we're totally in Ohio, man. I'm trying to get Chris Lambrinides and his gay brother Alex on, but they won't come on.
I wonder why.
I only said that because Alex, I just want to get Alex all fucking fired up again. Like he was in that group messenger. Wasn't he, Mark? He was fired up, wasn't he, boy? Woo! He was mad, boy.
Blood pressure,
he goes, I ain't going on your podcast because you said I'm gay. I actually like Chris. Alex, I don't know Alex. I haven't had that much dealings with. But Chris is not a bad dude to talk to at all. He's not a bad dude to talk to.
He's always
at all.
nice. That's the problem. Like, he's never mean. He's never, like, he's never been mean to me or mad at me.
No, he's never. No, and I've given that dude. I've given that dude plenty of shit.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I live in the middle of Ohio, and
shut
TJ
up.
lives north. Hold on.
Shut up. No, you gotta be quiet because we have a fucking actual question, Tim.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize
Dave the window cleaner asks, Mark, have you ever used a kit that drills a hole into the top of the window and the bottom and a solution rinses out the fog? And that is from Dave the window licker.
Yeah, he's talking about a failed insulated unit. Yeah. I've heard that there's systems out there. I don't yet know. I didn't think you could drill through tempered glass without breaking it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they drill through the side.
Yeah, into the frame possibly.
Yeah.
But I've heard that repair is not long term.
It's not. Glass drifter does that.
It's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm not saying they're not decent dudes, bro. For real, Joe. I'm not saying. Chris doesn't seem like a good. Doesn't seem like a bad dude. I'm not sure on their shadiness or not. All I can go by is what happened. I had a shitty experience with them, and then a year and a half later, almost 2 years later, Chris Lambrinides wrote me a check for almost $400 fucking dollars, refunded me in my entire last purchase. So
that happened while I was in Florida.
That happened while Tim was in Florida. So they fucked up my order. They pissed me off without a hesitation. As soon as he listened to the podcast and heard it, there was a check in my mailbox 3 days later. I'm not shitting you. That's the honest truth. Yeah, that's stand-up shit. So I didn't have to wait 51 days. That shit came in 3 days. Yeah, that was a little bit of a jab there. I jabbed a little bit. A little bit of a jab. I'm interested in Tim's website having customers purchase before I show up. JW, the guy that wants his fucking wig split, asks Tim, I'm interested in Tim's website having customers purchase before I show up. Tim, will you explain the process?
It's just selling packages of windows and gutter cleaning or whatever it is. So
how do you determine the package size, sir?
We do 15 window packages, 20 window packages, and 40 window packages, depending. But we try to keep it to where it's always an upsell when we get there. The office handles most of the calls. They walk through with the customer as far as getting an almost estimated count of the windows, so that way they have a time frame for us when we show up. Mm-hmm. We get there, walk through, count the actual windows with the customer, give them the final tally, get the okay to do the job, knock it out. We usually have, if they purchased online, we already have the money in the bank. So if they have extra windows, they give us a check on site.
Boom.
Done. If you want more detail, just hit me up in Messenger.
Yeah. Hit him up in Messenger because he's always here to help.
Yeah.
And then you turn on him and talk shit about him and start another channel called Backflip Boys. And then fucking talk shit on him all the time. Next question.
How long did you start out initially doing that, or is that?
No, I started that when we started on Amazon Local and Groupon and just kind of mimicked the packages we were selling on Angeles. Kind of mimic that to fight them as far as that goes.
So does anyone have any more? Does anyone else have a question? I'm sure there's more questions. Would you like to know anything else? You don't even have, doesn't even have to be window cleaner related. It can be about if Joe has a Mini or a Pro. Hey. JW doesn't have Facebook. He's a real pimp. Then send your questions to AskTSqueegee@yahoo.com. And that was long silence. So today I tell you what, we're gonna between the three of you, who is the best window cleaner?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't think any of us actually clean windows together.
I'm just gonna go out and say it right now. Joe says he's got a Mini, so that ends that. That ends that.
I think he's got to connect. He's got to connect.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I'm a better window cleaner than both these guys. They're older than me, so
there you
I'm
go.
Faster than them.
He probably has still speed.
I still have speed. They have the experience, but I still have the age before beauty. You know what I mean? I guess
The
so.
Jedi. Okay,
Yeah.
Jedi.
I don't talk shit about him. Who don't you talk shit about? Jacob, you talk shit about everybody, bro. Oh, steady talking shit. All right. Have we tried? What are your guys' opinion on Home Advisor?
No.
Dave the window cleaner. They suck balls. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Has anyone tried atomic resin yet? I have not.
a box of it, but I haven't tried it yet.
I haven't tried atomic resin. And then you guys are just trying. You guys are trying to start fights. All right, listen. I tried to talk about the atomic resin during his live stream, and he fucking kicked me off his live stream. Told me to shut up and quit talking. All I wanted to know was, would I be able to buy atomic resin so I could put it in my fucking hydro cart? Because not everyone's gonna flow. Here's the next question. How do you price your screen repair? I'm going to add it to my business. I usually charge between $25 and $30 a screen. There you go. JW keeps losing his chat. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. And is anyone here a Bears fan? No, they fucking suck, and so do the Vikings.
No, they do not.
Yes, they do. The Vikings fucking blow goats.
Yes.
They duck. They duck like a motherfucker, those guys. Duck the Bears and duck the Vikings. Fucking nerds, you and T-Roy. T-Roy, both you fucking nerds. I'm really so the Vikings fan. Me too. JW said me too, so whatever. Jacob says he doesn't talk shit about Tim. Well, that's great. You just talk shit about me and come on my podcast live stream and talk shit constantly and then want to know why.
You love
man looking motherfucker. What? How am I the Michelin man? You got like a whole. Your fucking neck starts here, Jacob. Shut up, man. Your fucking neck starts here. It's like a fucking it's like this. Like your neck, like the front of your neck is right here. This fucking guy. Have you ever made love to your flow? Nobody has a flow here. We're all hydrocart users. What's up, Kevin Olson? Thanks, Jacob. You said something nice to me once. The Lions are kittens. The Lions are terrible. Port City window cleaning. This guy is go Rams. Typical. You're from fucking Florida and you're a Rams fan. Jesus. Wonder where that came from. Anyway, the Lions and the Tigers were my grandpa Red's favorite teams, and the Red Wings. That's why I'm a Red Wings hockey fan. Because there was no hockey here until recently. But there's Kevin says hello. Is there any Miami one like I care? All right, cool. Thanks for letting us know that you don't care that Miami.
You got to come down for a Detroit game, man. It's almost like a home game for a Detroit.
Why, you're gonna figure out a reason not to be there?
Fuck.
So, with that being said, we have another fucking tactical tactical moment with Mark Tanner on winter cleaning.
Awesome.
So,
Mark,
ask
me a question.
Yeah. We does anyone have a technical question for Mark Tanner on window cleaning? Anyone? The first question is the one I'm going to use. We need a technical question for Mark Tanner on window cleaning. Shut your mouth up, Mark. I'm talking, not you. You're going to be talking here in a minute. Fucking Mark. Nobody's got a technical question for Mark Tanner. Nobody.
I don't think anybody's seen Mark wash windows.
Ooh, he says you don't even wash windows, Mark. He said T-Roy's window cleaning said he ain't never seen you clean a window.
That's because I don't make videos. I don't need.
I don't do YouTube video. Hey, this is Mark Tanner. I need to how you clean a window.
I draw a crowd wherever I go, so I don't need no YouTube.
Oh, my God. This guy's an idiot. I fucking hate Joe, but I'm going to use it because it was the first real question. God damn it. Joe's a dick. Joe did this shit on purpose. He's trying to be fucking
4
funny.
hours.
Wow, dude. All right, here you go. Serious question. Explain your process for scratch removal in extreme detail. I think someone is being a smartass. And he follows that up with, I got 2 hours.
Come hang out.
All right,
Joe.
we'll go with a real. No, we'll go with a real question because fucking Joe's trying to be a dick. JW wants to know: are you an employee-based company?
Yeah, I have 5 employees and myself. 2.5 high-rise guys. I call half because I got a guy that does low-rise rope work. 2 full-time high-rise guys, 2 route guys, and myself. So yeah, I don't wash as much as I used to, but I still, go out. I don't push entire routes, but I'm more in the management aspect of it. But yeah, we have several employees.
All right, Jacob. Mark wants to know. Mark, what do you use to remove hard watermelon?
Hard watermelon.
He stores it in your big ass neck. Next question. Is there any money in restoration in Windows, like take scratches off and stuff? Really?
Well,
that was typed out really well.
I can make 5 times as much per hour doing restoration work than I can washing windows because, washing windows is a constant thing. You're always making money, always making revenue. But when the restoration jobs come in, they definitely pay more. I mean, when I started doing restoration work 10 years ago, probably 2 years into it, I could match my window cleaning revenue by myself with, at that time, 3 employees. So yeah, there's more money in it. But you got to make it that way. You got to learn it, and you got to go out and find the work and, give them what they're paying for. But yeah, there's more money in it. Especially if you base it not on an hourly rate, but you base it on replacement costs. So if a window costs $5,000 to replace, someone would pay for you to fix it. What?
This dude said he's asking for a friend to make a video on it. That's so good. That's so good. Yes. Yes. What you got in that cup, Mark? What's in your cup, Mark?
This is water.
Come of some young guy. You didn't hear that here, but that's what happens.
Yep. Yeah.
How do you go about charging for restoration, Mark?
I charge by replacement cost. I started to touch on that. If a window costs $300 to replace, we try to get $150 to fix. 50% of replacement cost is where you want to be, and you can learn that from your local glass installers, who I get a lot of work from, so that's how I know. But it can average, you can make $200 an hour, you can make $100 an hour. Every job is different depending on what they're willing to spend and how much time it takes you. So, but if you can get in at 50% of replacement cost, you'll be doing very well.
Awesome. So Kevin Olson said he wants you to know, Mark, that he's enjoying the Extreme 47. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Oh, that's the guy I traded my the Procision.
Mm-hmm.
I got that Procision from him, and he is in Canada, and we traded out because he didn't like the Procision. It was a little bit heavy for his liking and his business. He wanted a smaller, more versatile pole, and I had that Extreme 47 that I bought. So we each shipped to each other, and good. I'm glad he's enjoying it.
Nice. Cool.
Awesome. He's a good man. Yeah, he's a good man.
Paul, the nerd from New Zealand. Awesome, Paul. And JW says thanks. So this is a Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee here, guys. I'm going to do one for you. This North Carolina group reports a Bigfoot sighting, and in quotation marks it says, we had eye contact. So Bigfoot 911 is a volunteer group based in McDowell County that investigates Bigfoot sightings in western North Carolina. Bruner was out with the group last August, which was this past August, when he says he spotted a Bigfoot in a large forested area shortly before midnight. He described it as a large creature covered in hair and it began running, and Bruner said he took off after it. So he ran after it. Of course he didn't pull his camera up. Prompting a brief stare down by a tree. It then began running again, Bruner said. And, that while they stared down, he didn't think to bring up his camera. His reported sighting got national attention, and one shaman from Minnesota later said he was in the area at the same night dressed in animal skins. And might have been mistaken for Bigfoot. However, his account didn't quite match up to Bruner's. So, we won't know who's fucking bullshitting there. So, that was a Bigfoot moment with T. Squeegee. Jacob Williams, no, it's not my favorite dish, and I don't think there's much that isn't your favorite dish. What do you say? What's not nice? Does Mark have a secret YouTube channel with DIY tutorials on window restoration? No.
No.
Would I split Bigfoot's head? Yes, with my 45. And if you come to my house trying to get some business, I will fucking shoot you till you catch fire. Next question. I'm serious about home defense. Bigfoot moment, the lamest part of every podcast. Glass Realms, then why are you always so deep in my podcast? You comment on everything, man. For real, man. Fucking A, dude.
Has Ron Musgraves called in lately?
I don't know, but Eric Bland needs to get a fucking life. Glass Realms, a.k.a. fucking Eric Bland, a.k.a. maybe Kevin, a.k.a. one of those other fucking nerds that just love me and won't go away. Fucking stupid-ass bitch. That right there, that's the last thing you want to get opened. I would show you what's over there in the corner, but I ain't trying to have the police at my house. But I would advise against coming here trying to start some shit. JW
I got a
and
question.
Jacob, why do you have to troll this page? Can you all not get viewers? Yeah, I'm not real sure, man. I do, like I said, I mean, these guys, they love to hate, man. That's just their thing, I can't do nothing about it. I mean, shit, just keep them viewer numbers up. That's 22 people watching now. You guys, hey, thanks for keeping my numbers all the way up.
Depends
yeah,
on.
I like those. I like those views. I like
JW.
those views. Yeah, I like those views, homie. I like those views. Yeah. Do you guys like residential or commercial more than one? Dude, you know what I like? Checks that come in the mailbox on time. That's my favorite. That's my favorite kind of window cleaning job are the ones that pay on time. I don't.
I like
have
commercial
a preference,
right now.
really.
You
know what? As far as ease of dealing with, commercial's way easier to deal with than residential, of course, because you're not having to deal with knucklehead peoples. You know what I mean? People are knuckleheads. A lot of residential companies can be knuckleheads. Especially, I find it's usually new customers are always the roughest, and I usually try to beat them down the very first time, knock down the walls, and try to build a rapport with the customer that very first time I'm there at the house, and then I'll know if these are the kind of people I want to do business with. Of course, I'll do anyone's windows once, but if you're just going to be abrasive and an asshole about everything, I just won't call you. When you call next year, I just won't answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I found the most annoying?
Residential route work. I don't know. Tim might. I
That's all
have
I do.
work that I do. Yeah, I guess I would have if you're talking as far as repeat residential customers, something I do once a month. I have plenty of that going on. Glass Rooms, I don't know who the fuck you are, dude. You act like we're best buddies and it's cool for you to fuck with me. I don't know who the fuck you are. Unsubscribe, homie. It's in there. Just click it. I mean, fuck, I'll still make it. And I'm still going to do another episode Wednesday, and I won't feel bad about it. You know what I mean? You're like, hey, man, I'm just fucking with you, man. You remember, back in the day? No, because I don't know who the fuck you are. If you don't want a response out of me, then don't say nothing. If you talk shit and I say something back, don't get mad because I say something back. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Oh, dude, I'm trying to elicit a response and you're giving it to me. Now I'm going to act like, I don't want it, Because I'm, totally smarter than you, bro. Fuck out of here. Grab some of these nuts in your mouth. I just don't care, man. I'm not looking for fucking podcast sponsors. I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I'm on here doing this for the few guys that enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, fuck off. Just fuck off. Christ almighty. Tim is like, wants to kill himself right now. He's like, come on, bro, you're getting YouTube subscribers. Don't talk to him. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, man. This is fun for me. You know what I mean? That's all this is, interaction with other window cleaners, man. You know what I'm saying? People get all upset and butthurt because I'm butthurt. Let me be butthurt or stop talking shit. Right? Or am I wrong? Fuck me in the ass, man. I mean, literally, just put it in my butt. That's what you want to do. Jesus, just get it over with. So, with that being said, everybody can kiss my ass.
That being said,
what do you mean? What's this new drinking game? Listen, Joe, you gotta fucking that is methed up. Listen, Joe, you can't start no new drinking games with me involved. You know what I mean? Because I'm against the drugs and the drinking.
It's probably every time you say cuss or something that he has to drink.
You're gonna need to bring in more beer.
Get all 27 shots out of that bottle. Go ahead and just rail him right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want my cheeks busted. I'm waiting for someone man enough to fucking get in these britches. Come try it out.
I want to drive to Sandusky, guys. Don't make me drive all the way up there. I just bought some
heated gloves for winter and window cleaning. Can't wait to heated gloves. Come on. What's next? A heated jacket, Eric? Come on, bro.
Heated gloves? They do have heated jackets, don't they? Ah. He did do a review on that. I just got that. A little slow over here.
Dude, listen, I know people like really dig the YouTube thing, and I'm not trying to downplay anyone's fucking love for YouTube or anything like that, but this is just a means to an end for me, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I do this because Tim asked me, and Tim's my friend, you know what I mean? I'm trying to really promote our brand by telling people to fuck off, you know what I'm saying? I want people to buy t-shirts for me because I'm like, fuck you, you know what I mean? I got a heated jacket, but I'm not Eric. Okay, Eric.
Just layer up. You don't need a heated jacket.
Right, yeah. You don't need a heated jacket, bro. Come on, man.
Go get guys out there electrocuted and shit out there in the snow.
Hey, listen, I'm telling fucking Eric you stole his idea. What does this guy want? If you had a 10-inch dick growing out of your forehead and you looked up at it, how much of it would you see? I'd see fucking every bit of it. Because it'd be in my mouth.
It'd
be TJ the Unicorn.
Yeah.
Hey, we are taking a pre-order of dick wind chimes for the spring.
Yeah.
Penis wind chimes.
Yeah.
Every
if you
color.
Want penis wind chimes, you want penis wind chimes,
this
send
is
us
your
an email
channel.
at asksqueegee@yahoo.com.
Yep. We're going to make it happen.
Yep. Lay down on the scanner and send us a dick pic and we'll personalize it.
If you want personalized cock and ball wind chimes, we're going to need you to we're going to need a dick pic sent to Mark Tanner's web address. Where's it at?
There was a state that just made that illegal.
I'm going to put Mark's cell phone number in the fucking on the screen here. Just send all dick pics to Mark's cell phone.
He needs replicas for his dick wind chimes, man.
Yeah.
If you watch the last two podcasts, you know about the dick wind chimes. We need pictures from Mark, so he knows what he's doing over there. So everybody send dick pics over to Mark tonight.
Oh yeah.
Your wife's going to be like, what the fuck, Mark?
Yeah, this is what we paid all this money for?
JW, if you go to the Outlaw Road Trip videos, I think it's like, what do you think, like the third part, do we have the Outlaw Window Cleaner shirts on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on part 3.
You'll see them there. You can see you'll be able to see them there. They got Squeegee Life in black lettering on a black T-shirt in the back, so it's kind of like ghost lettering on the back. It's in Old English, and then on the left chest it has the Squeegee Life logo, and then on the right sleeve it has the Outlaw Window Cleaner logo with the cross squeegees on it. So, is it asksqueegee@yahoo.com? Yes, that's correct. The right over Mark's head there. That's not my PayPal. My PayPal is something completely different. Shit. I'll try to put it up here. I have to, of course. You know what? What would be cool is if you guys, it would be cool if Mark and fucking Yum Yum over here would fucking, add something to the conversation.
Well, we're just waiting on you to stop talking, brother.
Go ahead.
That was it. What do you want me to add? What do you want to add, Mark? Mark, let's talk about the Dick Win Challenge again.
They're going to be stellar. You can order.
Tell them what sizes and colors.
Well, we're going to have them powder coated, so it'll be multiple colors: red, black, flesh, and white. And then we're going to have a 4th of July wind chime penis that's going to be red, white, and blue. And we're going to have,
You're going to fade one of those out too?
What's that?
You're going to have the faded ones too?
Oh yeah, we'll have the faded ones there, and they do drip a little bit, but don't stand underneath them. And they're fun for the whole family.
What do you mean? I sent you a few emails, you never responded, TJ. Yeah, I got them. It's about me growing a beard and being cool and shit. Again, like I said.
You sure that's not her?
Yeah, that JW dude. I mean, you didn't ask any fucking questions. You know what I mean? You're just like being, what do you want me to respond to? Like, wicked burn, dude, I don't know. You know what I mean, if you ask a question, I reply. Ask Glassy.
Well, you went through the beard thing in a podcast, man. If you watch the podcast, you know about the beard.
If you watch the podcast, you'd know. I can't. So there you go. I guess I'm not as a big a man as you are. Tough guy with your big beard and all that stuff.
Eat coat.
Joe wants to know if the dicks are going to be smooth and removable from the chime, asking for a friend.
For you,
for
Joe,
an extra $5, they can be. Yes, the Dick Wind chimes are for sale. That is a legitimate thing.
That will be legit.
Here's the thing, Joe. The warranty covers the material, and if for some reason I have to keep sending you replacement dicks, we're going to wonder where they're going.
Yeah.
Will they come in hardwood? Nope. We only use metal, aluminum, and steel.
Yep. Glass Realms just hit me with another heater. I guess I look like a set of Dick Wind chimes. Glass Realms look like he has a set of Dick Wind chimes in his ass. Glass Realms, I would like you to go eat a bag of dicks and choke on the last one.
Wow, what did I walk into? There's a lot of dicks in this episode.
A lot of dicks in this one, guys. A lot of dicks.
A lot of dicks in this one.
Craig, hard on the sleeve window cleaning, needs a Christmas present. Glass Realms, he's looking for a blue job. Kevin Olson said, TJ, I howled watching the video with the meth lady.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
That's messed up. I can't believe you laughed at her. That poor messed up lady.
Yeah, but you remember what was funny was Joe gravitated right over there immediately.
Yeah, that shit was so
all
funny.
of a sudden Joe's
No. I'm gonna defend Joe there because that's fucking bullshit. She was like magnetically fucking charged to Joe. She saw Joe sitting there and she was like, "I'm getting me some of that mini," and she went straight for Joe.
Yep.
And then Joe went around that whole time telling everybody that there's a new ordinance in fucking Kansas City where everyone's got to have their windows cleaned every 2 weeks. And everybody's like, really?
Oh,
Joe
God.
knows, guys. Joe knows. Subscribe to Joe Knows. Go to joeknows.com.
With a Z.
Yeah, and if you send him a private message, he will show you a picture of his mini. He might even whip that fucker into a pro. It all depends on how hot you are.
Now Ron knows how to get onto it.
Methtacular. That was methtacular, I think.
My hobbies are YouTube. Total walked into a blazing glory. There's that Bon Jovi reference.
I will. Do I ship to Australia, man? I'll tell you what. I'll send Squeegee Live shirts to Australia if you'll pay to have them shipped.
You did ship to Australia. It was supposed to go to
I shipped on accident. It cost me fucking $200. All right, JW asks, what hobbies do you have? Well, I have a few. One hobby that I have is I like to use my smoker a lot. I like to cook. I'm that's just one thing that I enjoy doing. I know you guys have seen some Cooking with T Squeegee episodes on my YouTube channel. I stopped putting them up because everyone thumbs downs them and talks shit all the time. So I just got tired of doing it. That's really why I stopped fucking putting videos on YouTube.
Briskets. How-tos on the brisket is what you need to do.
I'm not posting because, dude, why? So dudes can thumb shit down and fucking get their rocks off, go beat up. I just thumbed down this video. My other fucking hobby is I'm a huge Cleveland Browns fan, and yes, I know they suck. So whatever. But I don't miss a Browns game. I haven't in like fucking since '99, and before that I missed some because they weren't around. But I've always been I'm a huge Cleveland sports fan, but primarily a Browns fan. So I watch the Browns game. I never miss one of those, and I like to shoot. I shoot quite often. I have several weapons, and I shoot them daily. That's for real. That's not like I'm just messing around. I shoot every day. I think I'm gonna go get a bow though, and I'm gonna start shooting. I'm gonna start doing some bow target practice a lot more.
They got a bow range across the street.
Really?
Literally across the street. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. They sell the bows, and they've got the range inside and everything.
Oh, really? See,
yeah.
I was just thinking about doing something in the backyard. I've got it's about 30, 40 yards because anything outside of that. You need to support the All Blacks, TJ. Who the fuck are the All Blacks? That's a rugby team, isn't it? Am I right? Totally Awesome? Is that a fucking rugby team or a soccer team? I don't know. I think it's rugby, but whatever.
You see Cleveland Browns they're buying the Columbus Crew?
Yeah, I seen that.
They're building a new stadium.
I'd like to do some more Cooking with T Squeegee, but like I said, man, YouTube is just a fucking joke, man. Honestly, I'm trying to keep it real. YouTube is a shit show, man. It's just nothing but fucking drama, dude. It's just drama. You know what I mean? It's just nothing but drama. Every time you post a video, people want to talk shit and fucking, go to your business page and give you bad reviews. And, it's just like, man, who cares, bro? And how much, I like to do videos, I like doing videos, but I don't like the extra shit that goes along with doing videos, I'm just not a fan of it, I do it because Tim literally makes me fucking do it.
I got him in the background.
Yeah, whatever.
I run a sweatshop up in this.
He's always like, "When you gonna post a video, dude? Dude, we gotta do videos, bro." The whole, hey, you guys like Wet 'n Willie? You guys like Wet 'n Willie? That's Tim's fault. Tim made me fucking do that.
I love Wet 'n Willie.
Tim made me do that. Tim made me start the YouTube channel, everything. The only thing I wanted to do was start a podcast. Tim's like, "No, you gotta do YouTube videos too, bro." So I did YouTube videos. And I thought the Cooking with T Squeegee would be something cool, but everybody just hated on it. You know what I mean? So whatever. Like, hey, no wonder you're fat. Well, no fucking shit. My old lady's hot, though. She likes fat dudes. So how you like them apples? In a fucking apple pie? If you don't like them in an apple pie, shove them up your ass. Next question. I cooked for 15 years in a restaurant before window cleaning. Great. Dave the Window Licker, Green Mountain Tailgater Peller Smoker with the phone app. Yeah, you are a pretty fart smeller there, Dave. Okay, I was right. It is a fucking rugby team, and they're the most successful team ever.
I want to see more Cooking with TJ.
All right, I'll do it then. So shut up, everybody.
All right. I want to do ribs and briskets, so you got to teach me.
I ain't listen, I'll show you some shit, but you're going to have to blow Mark like I did. So
Tuesday of next week, I think, is my time slot.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to blow Mark if you want the tips.
Yeah. Or it's not a horrible process.
It's just more of you. Yeah, well, listen, I'm with you on that, man. But, sometimes you get... Hey TJ, I vaguely remember you mentioning that you were going to try out a high flyer at some point. Is that ever going to happen? I mean, what for? So you guys can be like, yo, you're using it wrong, man. You suck at that, bro. You're not even good with those, dude. No, it's not every 30 pounds, Dave the window licker. It's every 10 pounds it grows a half inch. So, a quarter inch. So you're wrong. Who the hell watches rugby? Men, Joe. Men.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll get a high flyer and do a videos, to appease people. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't fucking know. Hey, buy a tool you're never going to use.
Wagtail thing.
I don't, what for? I don't understand. Dude, It makes you fast, bro. All right, cool.
Doesn't
but,
make you fast.
I feel like, I
makes
do
you fast
pretty
what
good
you
with
know.
what I'm using. Yeah, I do pretty good using what I use. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not saying Wagtail's not cool. Marcus Bay's a fucking beast with one of those things. American football without pads. Listen, I'm with you on that. Totally awesome. But I gotta tell you something. You guys always want to bring up that American football, that rugby's rougher. So fuck you, Seth Byers. That rugby and American football are saying no. I mean, I think rugby's a rough sport, but American football is fucking dangerous, man. Dudes throw each other around. They launch each other like fucking missiles, man. I mean, I'm not saying I don't know nothing about, rugby, but to say that you know anything about American football and you've never had a helmet and pads on and been fucking had the snot knocked out of you before, I don't want to, and that's at a high school level. You're blowing snot bubbles. That shit sucks.
Anytime you see white, it sucks. When you see
it's not
white,
good.
you know it's gonna...
It sucks.
Yeah. Well, Australian football is pretty intense.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that it isn't, but they kind of downplay it because
no, these guys are just hammering each other, man. Yeah, especially pro level.
Yeah. Both sports are very rough, very rough.
Yeah.
How did you guys get your storefront routes? I'm pretty much a house guy. Kevin Olson asks.
Just get out there.
I went out and said, "Hey, do you want your windows cleaned?" They were like, "Yeah," and then I cleaned them.
Yeah.
That's really. I mean, that's how I got most of my storefront work. I haven't added a bunch. You know what I mean? I added more. I call storefronts. I separate storefronts from restaurants. I know a lot of people don't. Some people look at restaurants as storefront work. You know what I mean? I for whatever reason, maybe because the guy that got me into window cleaning always had it separate. Like, we got all these restaurants to do, and then all these storefronts. You know what I mean? So I've always done it differently. I added a lot of restaurants, but my storefront work. I did a little bit of solicitation, you know what I mean, but not a whole bunch. Most of it was calls, you know what I mean, the stuff that I've added over the last couple of years, but the stuff that I've had as a customer base, shit I've had for over a decade, man, and it was just soliciting, just walking up on a sunny day, seeing some shitty windows and being like, hey, let me clean your windows. And I'll tell you now, most of my storefront jobs that I've gotten and kept have been because I cleaned the windows for free the first time on the outside. I'll give you this one for free, and this is how much it'll cost you a month. You know what I mean?
If Fish has them under contract, it's a national contract. Sorry.
Right. You're fine.
Yeah, they're just Fish is going out and doing the same thing everybody else is doing when they start a company. The franchisees, they're coming in hot. They're going to dime a side. They're cheap as hell. They're trying to build companies, man. I like this franchisee we have here. She knew she was in overhead, tried to sell out real quick for $250,000 for a franchise. They're just not. They're doing everything else. They do a lot of national contracts, so that's the only way they have anybody under contract.
Oh yeah, when restaurant work is way more frequent than most of my storefront work is monthly work. I do. Like I said, I kind of take a page out of other guys, but especially pressure washers. They always do test areas, samples. And I feel like on certain storefronts, especially if they're small storefronts, you're not going to be there. I mean, of course, if it's a big fucking storefront you're charging $40, $50 for, you're not going to do the whole fucking job for nothing. But you give them a sample panel. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do a sample panel and do their door inside and out. You're like, this is how much it's going to cost, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how I sell it. I'll do a couple panels, or I'll do the storefront for you especially if it's like a $20 job. I'll do the outside of that bitch for free the first time, and I get every one of those that I do it like that. It takes me 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Sell yourself while you're there.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah, you do have to stick on storefronts. You got to be after that shit constantly. It's a nightmare, man. I don't like to storefront works. I just like $20, $30, $40 jobs. I don't fight for that shit. You want to fucking get rid of me for $5 and it's hasta luego. Whatever. Another one will come. You know what I mean? I'm not, some guys get bent out of shape about losing a storefront because they raised the price or whatever. Whatever. All right, cool. You know what I mean? The phone doesn't stop ringing.
Plus, if you're out there, you're always going to pick up work.
You're always going to pick up work if you're out there. And two, most likely, if they're taking a job for way less than a quality job, if you're doing a good job, you show up the same time every fucking month, and you're doing a good job, and they bite you for, they get rid of you because they're trying to save money, they're going to end up calling you back because the guy that's beating you up probably sucks, or he's a fish guy, and they suck anyways.
Yeah.
Opinions on Black Diamond rubber. It's good rubber. I like it.
I just got my dozen in. I just got another dozen in, so yeah.
I haven't tried to order anything because shit don't come on time, but
it's getting better.
Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I'm trying to wait 51 days for 2 dozen of rubbers, but All right, after this episode, I will stop digging. But, he asked for it, so I felt like, I feel like I have to. What's your favorite advertisement? What do you mean, advertisement for what?
Mine's Facebook.
My favorite place to advertise is on the tailgate of my truck. I don't advertise. I know that may sound crazy to people, but I don't advertise.
I've done radio.
I have a website. I've done the radio on as trade before. I clean a radio station's fucking windows for some free advertisement for a couple of weeks. But I don't think I've ever gotten a job for that shit.
I gave away 70 free gutter jobs for $16,000 worth of advertising on the biggest AM radio station. Right. But that made us huge overnight. We just do 70 free gutter jobs,
This Glass Realms dude wants to know how much you guys charge per storefront window per side. If you don't watch the podcast very much, but we don't charge per side per pane. At least I know me and Mark don't. I don't know what Tim does, but I don't. I don't.
I'm not in the commercial game really, so
just set yourself up with a minimum monthly service and charge by the cleaning. So you tell them our minimum is $25, which is going to include this. You want it twice a month, then it's $50. You make the decision what you want.
Right.
I'm
with you on that.
Yeah. Charging by the pound.
My minimum charge is $25 for usually an in and out. And that's usually maybe, I don't know, like five to maybe 6 windows, depending, you know what I mean? Usually, those jobs take me like fucking 10 minutes to do, if that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I do a couple of jobs for $10, but it's a window and a door. You know what I mean? Of course, you've got to adjust that shit accordingly. You know what I mean? But I don't do the per pane, per side shit, because every time I've tried to do it that way, it just always end up fucking myself. Every time. I go into things usually at $100 an hour and break it down from there. You know what I'm saying? So, be a hero, not a zero. I don't even know what that means, but go get a mini and stop buying garbage. So there's that. First time with Black Diamond soft rubber, finding it shredding on my 24-inch Sobo compared to the Sorbo rubber.
Well, then you don't have soft rubber. You got the medium.
Yeah, so there's that. I have a $149 minimum on residential. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't. But
I don't either.
Yeah. But
it's like $65, and
the T-shaped rubbers only come in medium. They're like
They don't come in soft.
They don't have the soft.
No, they don't have a soft. They're
No,
developing.
so it's the Sorbo is obviously a soft,
Oh yeah.
you know, and
Yeah,
the
I'm a
Soren's
big
probably
fan
a
of
little
the
bit
Ninja handles,
stiffer
too.
if you want a little bit stiffer.
I don't know, dude. I know guys really get into the whole rubber thing, but Black Diamond rubber's cheap, and if it shreds, I throw it away and fucking or
All the
flip it
prices
over.
just got raised on them.
Oh,
You
they
know what I
did.
mean?
Oh, so Black Diamond rubbers, the price got raised again.
What?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
raised. That's what 4 times now.
Well, well, I mean, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead. Just say it.
I get the value. It's getting to Ed-Ray pricing, so I mean,
Since
I get a little,
the merger, the price has fucking gone up exponentially.
Well, at that
Period,
point, why
point
buy?
blank.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
If you
because
want me,
I can get with Ed-Ray, you're gonna get a little bit more life out of it, So if you're getting up to that pricing, the cost effectiveness isn't there. So
Any New York rigs in the work next year? I'm not sure what that means. It's been working good for me. Most people understand the 145. Usually like a ranch around here, dude, is like $75 because it only takes me like 30, 40 minutes to do a standard ranch home around here. You know what I mean? Condos for senior citizens. I do some condos for senior citizens. I charge them like $55, $60. You know what I mean? Because I get senior citizen discounts. So. You know what I mean? If you're old, I'm not trying to fucking fleece you for $100 and I'm there for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah.
You're
gonna skip out on a lot of houses if you get a minimum like that because a lot of houses don't have the window count to get up to that. Man, if I could roll in and hit a whole neighborhood at 10 windows, man, I'm gonna be under $100. But fuck, I'm gonna be killing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I say killing it because I know Luke hates that phrase.
But again, you guys, I'm sure everyone here. I mean, we're all professionals here. I'm sure everyone understands that every region of the country has different window cleaning prices. Everything's going to be different. You know what I mean? Everyone lives in different economies. Some people's areas are a little more affluent than others, and we're willing to spend more money than other areas. You know what I mean? So it's all different. I hate giving discounts. I get burned every time. I find it hard to get burned by a senior citizen because usually them old ladies and old men will write you a check as soon as you're finished.
Yeah,
So
and I get neighbor discounts.
My experience. I refer a friend, you know what I mean, your neighbor, if my neighbor, she might want you to have her windows done. If I get,
I'm talking, we set up whole courts, like 10, 15 houses, and then we just give them all 10% off and just do that. It has to be same day service or we don't do it. Yeah. Senior citizens is an easy one though.
Senior citizens, I mean, that's the senior citizens and veterans, I can't, I find it hard to fucking beat up an old lady for a fucking window cleaning job, it's tough, you know what I mean?
Right.
My grandparents got me started in the window cleaning business on my own. They helped me out with getting myself, they helped me buy my business in a way, not buy it, but they gave me some money to start out with. And they bought the ladder rack for my truck and helped me with my first fucking pole, my first pole on my own, which, reaching fucking 3 or 4 stories probably wasn't a thing I needed right there at the time, but I thought I needed it, you know what I mean? And they helped me out with it. And I always told myself I'll always make sure that I give a senior citizen discount in the honor of my grandparents, you know what I mean? Because I would always want someone to, I would want someone to treat my grandparents decently, especially for that kind of service, cleaning windows, something that's so, what do you want to say, here and then gone the next day, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a perishable item, you know what I mean? You're just brightening up their day. They sit in a chair in front of the window. They just want to look out a clean window. That's, they're not, you know what I mean? And the guy, the rich guy down the street will make up for that fucking, you know what I mean? That little discount I gave Granny, I'm gonna fucking get that yuppie down the road.
If you want to be busy and you want to stay steady in residential, you have to get your price point right there. Yeah. Figure out an a la carte price where you can add on certain things like screen cleaning and stuff like that, so you can get your price a little bit lower. You have to get out of the bidding game. Game. Because this bidding thing, I mean, there's certain houses like you, Put in Bay, that stuff, you have to be on the ball and be there. But, I mean, if you get out of the bidding game, you're going to get every house instead of one out of every four. So you're landing every job and you got money. You know what I mean? And you're just going to stay steady.
I do, as you say, a lot of specialty work, glass house, 4-story or higher. I do a couple 3 or 4-story homes on Put in Bay. So I do some here and there. It just all depends. I mean, whatever. JW says, I had an elderly lady tell me to charge her my regular prices. She said, don't worry about my pocketbook. My sugar daddy left me more than enough money. That's cool. That's cool. I just enjoy the elderly. I do some work for the veterans home here in my town. They ain't got a lot going on. You know what I mean? And what do? They look out the windows. You know what I mean? That's, it's just the simple shit. You know what I mean? So I don't mind doing a discount for the elderly and veterans. I mean, I do okay for myself, so I don't need to retire off of fucking Grandma Jones. You know what I mean? Mrs. Snoozebottom. I don't need to. Terry. I don't need to. I don't need to do that. That's just not me. So, it is what it is. He says it's my way of remembering my grandparents. Yeah, like I said, everyone's got their own thing. Some guys are just like, man, fuck, I'm not giving no discounts. Fuck these old people. You know what I mean? And that's cool. I don't care. I'm not sweating it. Yeah.
Leaving karma, you will.
Yeah. So, is there anything else we need to speak on before we get out of here? Stories of seeing naked people. All right, we can do a couple stories of seeing naked people.
I've already done this. Dudes, man.
I've told this story before on the podcast. I'll tell it again, but there's an elderly lady at one of the communities that I service in the spring. I do this one job every spring. It's a retirement community. It's single floor condos and a single floor apartment building with like 60 units in it, and then there's like 80 fucking condos. We do the whole property every spring. It's a nice job. I've been doing it for well over 10 years. And I know most of these people by name, and it's, it sucks to go in because every year you're missing a person, you know what I mean, or two. They've passed over the winter, you know what I mean? It sucks. Yeah. But there was this one lady who's gone now that every single time I did her fucking windows, she was in the house naked and did not give a shit. Always in her underwear. That was it, just her underwear, socks, slippers, no bra on, just titties out. She looked like a shriveled up prune. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I just come around the corner one day, the first time we'd ever been there. I'm doing a fucking window, and then I go around, do another window, and I get around the back, the living room, kitchen area, and there's this woman standing in her fucking living room, booty butt naked. Old ass lady. I went and said something to the staff. I'm like, there's an old lady in there. She's yeah, she does that. I'm like,
she does.
So is that like cool? I mean, I was like, that was like no fucking. It scarred me for life. You know what I mean? That's the worst shit I ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god. It was bad.
Yeah. But
that's the only time I've ever seen anybody naked. I've heard people having sex before. That's happened in a lift, a 45-foot lift on a building. I've heard people banging it out before.
I get a lot of people smoking pot in the house while we're in there.
Yeah, a lot of people smoking herb.
Yeah. Mine was a gay guy. We do this.
How'd you know that? How'd you figure that out, Tim?
Because we do the same house.
Because he put it in my butt and it hurt.
No, we do the same house every year.
Had a sword fight.
The night before Gay Pride. Joey knows not to go in this room, right? So he comes in and does the highs, and he sends me up to the master every time while he was passed out drunk in there, completely naked as hell. No covers, no nothing. So I go in, just do the 2 windows, get the fuck out as quick as I can. But it's every year.
Inside?
Yeah, that's what I did. I went in and did the inside.
I've never had anyone overtly fucking like come on to me except for an old lady, like a really old lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's always the old lady.
If I was younger, oh god.
I get the gay. We do a lot of gay. We got a huge gay population, so I get the gay guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's never any like hot, rich old lady.
I see her all the time. I mean, to be honest with you, dude, I don't see her all the time anymore because she's dead. But I've seen it. It happened 4 times. You know what I mean? She liked to sneak up and One time a fucking John was out in the front of the fucking house. She raised the blinds butt naked with him cleaning the window. You know what I'm saying?
That's fun times.
She was just wild as shit. She was one of those Rosie the Riveter ladies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good times.
She just didn't give a shit. She like had her tits out. You know what I mean? Rocked out with her tits out. Some old guy wanted to take a picture of his junk. Whatever. You sold him that picture.
Did you text it or did you just take it with the Polaroid?
Dave the window licker gives dick pics to old dudes. That's fucked up. That's his next. You know, Dave the window licker is almost as prolific on YouTube as Marcus Bay.
Man, JW, we just told you we're selling dick wind chimes. Of course, it's a gay place to be here. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. This is gay as shit. We're selling dick wind chimes. Outlaw window cleaner dick wind chimes. Jeez. What we're going to do is we're going to take all of the dicks and put them around, and then the thing that the dicks bang into is going to be the outlaw window cleaner head. So it's just going to be outlaw window dicks hitting the outlaw window cleaner dude in the face. It's going to be sweet.
Oh, Jesus. Take you 51 days for shipping.
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought this was a decent podcast. You know, I know we didn't have a lot to talk about because I really didn't prepare for this episode. I was wanting to just get on and address that shit with Perry, you know, because he was trying to flame us. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to get flamed by that dude because I feel like we've gone completely out of our way to promote the Gunslinger and reach it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't think anyone listens to this podcast or anyone that has watched our YouTube videos or Perry Tate himself can say that we have not gone completely out of our way to sell gunslingers for Reach It and you know, promote his product in the, you know, and I'm not, you know, I didn't do it, you know, to try to win favor or anything like that. I'm a strong believer. Dave the window, I think it was Dave the window licker earlier asked, would I prefer a boar's hair brush or Reach It's new window weapon? And I got to tell you now, the window weapon, you know, and I'm not on the best terms with Perry right now, but that fucking window weapon is fucking legit, dude. That blue pad that he's got, the blue pad with the little sparkly silver shit in it, is fucking badass, dude. It's badass.
You know what, TJ? I wanted to tell you, I tried the I've been using that blue one on your recommendation, and then I tried the yellow bronze, and the yellow bronze, dude, it cleans just as good, but it definitely has more traction on the glass. You know what I'm saying? Like comparing a boar's hair to a nylon bristle hair. But the windows came out great, so I mean, I'm happy with it. I think it's a great idea.
I'm not you know, and this is the thing. Listen, I'm not a detractor of Perry's fucking shit. This is my problem. When I posted that picture in the group, he went immediately on the defensive and blamed everyone but the manufacturing process for the leak. That's what fucking bothered me. It was the design. It was me and Tim Testanet's fault. It was all a whole bunch of other shit besides what it was really about. You know what I'm saying? And I'll show everyone. I love the Gunslinger. I love the Gunslinger. Yep. I'm a fucking huge Gunslinger fan. I will never use anything else except for a fucking Gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I think they could be made with a little tighter tolerances. Period. You know, this right here is a fucking manufactured by Reach It Gunslinger, and that gap between the two is too fucking much. It's too much. It's done wrong. That's why it looks like a smashed bag of chips. It's not there, and I'm not saying it's Perry's fucking fault. It's not Perry's fault. It's you know, I'm not saying he's the one sewing them together, but he's the guy overseeing it. And this is not a design flaw. This is not, directions are not being followed. That's what I'm saying. Because this one right here, same thing, same design, but made by Richie Blue. You see the tolerances on that one?
Yeah, that thing's tight.
Yep.
Night and day, the tolerances, night and day. And this does not splash. This has never had a sponge in the bottom of it to keep it from splashing. I've had it for fucking almost a year now. You know what I'm saying? It does look like shit, but it's because, you know, it's been salty out and everything. It's beat in. You know, it's fucking, you know, it's a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But this doesn't need a fucking sponge in the bottom of it because the tolerances are different. And that's all I was saying. The tolerances are different, guys. That's it. It's not a piece of junk. Just stick a sponge in the bottom of it. It'll stop splashing. But mine didn't need a sponge. And that's my point. This is the same gunslinger as this gunslinger. There's no difference in that. They're the same fucking model. They're the same thing. Look at them. They're the same thing. They're just, this one is a lot looser in design than this one is. This one is tight, form-fitting. It's just tight. You know? It's tight.
It's tall.
And it doesn't splash, so you don't need a fucking sponge in the bottom. But you need one in the bottom of this. But this one right here, you know, the sponge doesn't help the back of this get soaking wet. The whole thing. It starts there and wicks it all the way up. And, you know, it's not from splashing because it has this, I used the sponge that you gave me. So, you know, it's just fucking leaking, man. That's just all there is to it. I'm not trying to be a douche. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. A little culpability. That's all. One of your biggest supporters, guy's fucking been, you know, honking for the gunslinger since it came out. One of the very first testers has got a leaky fucking gunslinger. And you didn't seem like you wanted to make it right. So,
how
you know,
many? How many though?
all right. I'll divulge. I have yet to get a fucking gunslinger from Perry Tate, even the one I pre-ordered that didn't leak.
We just don't want to be the fall guys.
I just don't want to be the fall guy for this shit. I didn't appreciate the way that went down in group. I just didn't appreciate the way that was. If his only comment should have been, hey man, I'll get you a new one out. Not a fucking list of excuses as to why it was leaking, like it was Tim's fucking fault it was leaking. That was my problem with the whole thing. You know, and I'm not saying I won't buy another gunslinger. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the issues that we're fucking having with them are just because they're not being put together the way the ones that we prototyped were. That's why there was no splashing with small tools. That's why they didn't have sponges in them, because it didn't do that. And we tested it with small tools. He said we didn't. We did. There's YouTube videos. You guys have seen them. But yeah, listen, Dave. No, I don't want to split his wig. I like Perry. He's not a bad guy. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's a bad dude. I'm just saying, you know, just fucking, you know, face the music sometimes. Quit trying to fucking, like, delegate responsibility for shit to the people that support the fucking shit out of you, dude. That's all I'm saying. A little love. That's all. Give it a little love. Don't say you're going to do something and then fucking not do it. How about that? How about stop trying to sell us a bill of goods and then not do it? But I will tell you this right now, his window weapon is fucking a badass motherfucker. Just ask for the plugs for the end of it. Because the corner rinse bars, the fucking ends fly off and water shoots out the end. Mark stuck a stick in his and I stuffed Teflon tape in mine. Yeah. But, you know, he said there's plugs in there. There's no plugs in. I didn't get extra plugs.
For plugs too, yeah.
Yeah, he says there's plugs in the bag. No, there's not. There's not plugs in the bag.
No.
You know. But I fixed it, and it works fine. And I'm telling you, Perry is onto something with that brush. It's a hell of a brush. He really outdid himself. I can say this wholeheartedly. Outside of my experience with the end jet fucking popping out and the water squirting out the end, if that gets fixed, it's bulletproof. It's badass. All those pads, you've got many different options of abrasiveness and, you know, different situational shit. I even use the chicken wire one, Mark. I use the chicken wire one, and it does knock it knocks cannon mold spore off the glass. It's legit, man. It's legit. He did a good job with it.
That's huge right there, getting those spores off, man.
Yeah.
With a water-fed pole, it works good. I mean, the window weapon is legit, man. It's nice, man. And Perry has always taken care of me too. I'm not saying that he hasn't taken care of me. He just fucking threw us under the bus there. He did. I don't care what nobody says. Read the fucking comments. It's still up. He threw us under the bus. He said it's because we didn't all we used was large tools. That's why we didn't know it splashed. Bullshit. Tim doesn't use anything over a fucking 10-inch mop. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He never had an 18 in that bitch. Probably maybe 2 or 3 times. He uses a 10 and a 12 all the time. Watch Tim's videos. He's always got a little teeny tiny ass shit in his hand. Little hoe ass bitch.
It makes me feel huge. Get more control on a resi window.
The sponge was my idea, he says. T-Roy said the sponge was his idea, Mark.
It could have been. I'm not saying I came up with it. Yeah. I mean, I might have read it.
Either way, no matter what, if you throw a sponge in the bottom of it, it will stop your sloshing issues. It won't squirt out the edges. But if those tolerances, and Richie uses large. If the tolerances were tighter on the Reach It manufactured gunslingers, you wouldn't need a sponge. That's just a fact. I'm sorry, it just is. It's not a design error. It's a fucking put it together error. That's it. You know, just a little culpability, man. Saying that Richie didn't design it right is fucking just laughable to me, dude. That pissed me off. It pissed me off that Richie got thrown under the bus. We got thrown under the bus. It just made me angry. I'm your biggest fucking supporter, and you made me look like a fucking asshole. You made me look like an asshole on Facebook. You talked to me like shit at fucking Kansas City, Missouri. You treated me like a little fucking kid. You know what I mean? Because me, Mark, and Joe were standing off in the corner talking. I mean, I'm sorry that I've been using a fucking water-fed pole for like over a fucking decade. I don't need, you know what I mean? What the fuck, dude? You know, what do you want me to do? Like, don't talk! We're in school! What the fuck, man? I'm fucking 39 years old. Who are you talking to, bro? If I want to talk to these motherfuckers who I drove down here on my own fucking dime for to hang out with and bullshit with, I will talk to them. Last I checked, you ain't my daddy. Tall ass motherfucker.
Tall. He's tall.
I mean, I like Perry. Dude, Harrison is fucking cooler than the other side of the pillow, man. Harrison was awesome, man. I enjoyed hanging out with Perry and fucking Harrison. I just didn't like I thought it was disrespectful as shit, okay, that he talked to me like that. Then he threw us under the bus on Facebook. And then my fucking man's here, flies in, spends 2 fucking days at his fucking store helping him getting his store put together, and then waited 51 fucking days for his gear to show up. It fucking made me mad. And nothing was done about it until I fucking raised a stink about it. Period. And he's made it right with Mark right now, but if you want to know why the angst, that's why. That's why. Mark's sitting there like, oh my God. I didn't say he didn't take care of you. He took care of you. He made it right. But if you want to know where all this stems from, that's that. It's the fucking blatant disrespect for guys that fucking support you. That's not how you do guys that support you. I got Black Diamond fucking stickers on my shit. I got Reach It fucking stickers behind the shit-stained jeans. I got fucking, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck more you want me to do? I'm fucking every goddamn video I'm fucking saying, go to Reach It to do this, go to Reach It to do that. I mean, what more do you want from me? In the first fucking chance you get, you fucking throw me under the fucking bus and then act like a victim. Like we're kicking you when you're down, when you just got done bragging about record fucking sales. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus Christ, we did all of the fucking promotion for that product. Who was fucking talking about Gunslinger besides us on YouTube? I'll wait. Yeah, I think you're right. He is a little serious, especially with us. We're supposed to be friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way you're going to do us. I mean, we're supposed to be buddies, and that's the way you're going to do us. You know, like I said, I don't. This is what you asked for. You got it. You got it. You wanted to be a dick. You got it. You know, posting that and that shit that he posted on his personal page. That shit is just like, man, whatever. I deleted his ass. So there you go. I deleted him. Like, you know, now you're going to be like, oh, people are going to kick me when I'm down. You won't like me when I'm angry. What are you going to do, dude? Come on, man. Fuck, man. You going to shit on the one set of dudes that fucking hold you up high over everyone else. You going to shit on us. The guys that like, man, Reach It products are awesome. You going to shit on us now. So are you going to go back to the WCR page and try to sell that shit to them motherfucker? I'm trying to figure it out. Wow, man. I mean, shit. I knew I should have done this because I got a tummy ache. I don't feel real good, and I say shit. You know what I mean? I don't, and I no regrets, no regrets. You know what I'm saying? No regrets. You know what I mean? I'm here to sell dick wind chimes and fucking talk shit, and that's all I'm here to do, fellers. You know what I mean?
Dick wind chimes.
Dick wind chimes. That's all we're here. And like I said, I will continue. Yeah, and I will continue to use Reach It brushes and fucking Reach It poles and gunslingers until I find something better. Period, point blank, end of discussion. I'm not saying that Perry don't make nice shit. But
Perry's always on this channel.
Yeah.
He's always been on this channel.
Yeah, dude, Perry's been on this channel more than anyone. Perry did all his Perry did all of his launch of the Gunslinger was on this podcast.
Right.
We fucking totally marked out for that dude. We were at war with everybody. We was shitting on everybody.
And then he comes out and talks, trying to be the peacemaker in the community.
Yeah. What you need to do, guys, is start all this controversy, and then like 2 weeks later, be like, "Hey, I'm trying to be everybody's friend." I'm like, "Nigga, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on, bro? What are you doing, man?" I'm just one thing after another, man, and this shit piled up, and it is just piled up. And that shit with Mark is my buddy. When Mark got to Kansas City, Missouri, you can ask Seth Byers, all he talked about was meeting me, and you can ask Josh. The only thing I talked about, I can't wait to meet Mark. I drove all the way to Kansas City, Missouri. I'll tell you why right now, to meet fucking Mark Tanner and Seth Byers. You know what I'm saying? And Joe the Opinionated Window Cleaner. And to hang out with Tim, but he's a bitch and didn't show up. But I went to go hang out with my buddies. I got to meet David Kaznucha, what's his name? Joe the Opinionated Window Cleaner, Mark fucking Tanner, Seth Byers. We had a wonderful time. You know what I mean? Wonderful time. Wonderful time. And then, for whatever reason, it took a fucking a shitty turn, man. I don't know why. You know what I mean? We were there for y'all. You know what I mean? And it just took a shitty turn, and then my man spends like fucking a G in your store and don't get the shit for almost 2 months.
You feel disposable, man.
You feel disposable. You feel like, oh, well, that product's done being launched and, fuck it. You know what I mean? Fuck those guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, dude, we were supposed to have a conversation about something that, he talked to us about in the background that we thought, hey, man, this is going to be something good for us. And it was never spoke of. We were blown off and I was treated like a fucking child. You know what I mean? So there you go. Where's the smoke coming from? Well, you started the fire, so here's the smoke. So, hey. And I'm not saying, for 1 second that I'm not, I don't like this guy no more. It's not that I don't like him. I just, I would like it to you not to do that ever again. Don't do that no more.
We've been through this. We've been through this all year. We don't want to.
Yeah, I've been through this with fucking other dudes on your behalf. Yeah. As a matter of fact, in your behalf, I've been through this with other fucking people on your behalf, and now I've got to do it with you? Come on, man. What the fuck, dude? This is bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. And I'm not the victim, because guess what? I don't give a fuck. I've got 2 things from Reach It that I didn't fucking pay for, and I'll tell everyone right now. A Plus B and a fucking window weapon. Okay? Everything else, I've got 5 fucking Reach It brushes. I gave 2 of them away. I had so many of them. You know what I mean? I bought the bronze brush before the motherfucker even came. I was the first one to get one of those. You know what I mean? I've been on this dude's jock for a hard minute. Give him the old fucking jerk and tug. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody knows that I marked out for the dude, man. Marked out for him, and then I get played like an asshole in the end. It's just like, I'm going to tell you right now, it hurt my fucking feelings. I'm like, man, what the fuck, dude? You know what I mean? What kind of shit is this, man? All right, dude, I guess it's my fault. I didn't put apparently, you didn't watch my YouTube videos where I did 12-inch tools on residential. Apparently, that never happened. That was all a lie. I was changing my pants in between takes. Fuck me, man. Fuck. Well, I'm done spouting off. I'm done. I've got no ill will towards the dude. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You want to be pals, that's cool. If you don't, that's also cool. You can fucking, pretend that, we're not pals and you want to talk shit about me on a live stream and cut me out of the inner circle or what. I don't give a fuck. Because you know what? I'm going to go clean windows because that's how I make money. I don't make money by being your friend.
Yep.
I'm here to give guys the straight talk, and if we act like, oh, well, we'll give you all the straight talk except for, this shit with Reach It, we're never going to say anything bad about them. No. Tim got a leaky fucking gunslinger, so did I. We got to be honest about it. If you don't like that, then make them better. I think everyone left. I mean, that's cool if everyone left. Dude, this is the We Don't Give a Fuck podcast. You said that in the very first episode, and we're going to say it here. You know, I mean, I'm here for you, Dave the Window Licker. That's why we're here. We're here for Dave the Window Licker. If you're the only one watching, we're doing it for you. But I want to say this. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. There was a lot. There was like 23, 24 viewers at one time. This is actually better than we did on Facebook. So I think the YouTube live video is where we're going to start doing.
I was able to share it here, so it got shared in a lot of groups.
Cool. So we shared it around. In the next episode, and again, I'm going to say this one more fucking times Henry's here. Henry's always here because Henry, dude, I love you, Henry Dreest. I'm going to tell you that right now. I love you. Like, I love you. We love you.
Henry's the man.
Henry Dreest has an outlaw window cleaner tattoo.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying?
You still got 14 people watching him.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I love Henry Dreest. Henry Dreest is a bear of a man. He's fucking weird as fuck. He may or may not fucking kill people. We're not sure. He may or may not have dead bodies chopped up with a battle axe. We don't know, but we like him anyways. He's our crazy guy, and we like him. We like that. He may or may not fucking slay hitchhikers. We don't know. We just like him. You know what I'm saying?
Henry's good.
Henry is good fucking people. I just like Henry. He's salt of the earth people. And you don't find people like that every day. He's a genuine guy. Man. And Henry's family to us. So whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what? It's not so much venting, man, but I just want to be honest, and I don't want this to go forward with me like there's angst, like I don't like fucking Perry Tate or anything like that. The things that Perry said hurt our feelings. It bothered, not like, oh God, we're gonna cry. It was just like, man, what the fuck, dude? We're like your ace spoon goons, and you just threw us under the fucking bus, man. Me and Tim, you threw us under, and he could say whatever he wants to the contrary. Read the fucking shit that he said in there. It fucking splashes because we didn't catch it. That's what he fucking said. Are you for real, nigga? The fuck out of here, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. That is not our fucking fault, man. I didn't use 12-inch tools. Are you fucking for real, bro? I walk around with a 12-inch tool all day. I mean, not like that. You guys are fucking gross, man. You know what I meant.
I know Marcus can vouch for everything here. Marcus, does yours splash? I mean, he could tell us if his splashes.
Marcus knows.
He was the first one to get one of these.
Marcus has the first one to have one of those. The very first guy to have one. Yeah. Marcus, you know what I mean? Marcus has got some fucking integrity. If the fucking thing splashed and leaked and did all that shit, Marcus would say so, dude. What's Marcus got to gain? You know what I'm saying? Marcus just makes fucking videos. You know what I'm saying? He just, does his video every day, does some badass music for you, posts up some way. Marcus is a good fucking dude. Why would Marcus lie? What does he have to gain? It's just ridiculous, man. See, it's just ridiculous. You got some of your biggest fans. I feel like, you alienated a little bit there. The three of us, Outlaw Window Cleaner, you kind of shit down our neck a little bit there, I thought. I feel like, what happened with Mark, although it may have been a fucking oversight, it was a gross fucking oversight. It was a 2-month-long fucking oversight. You know what I'm saying?
Marcus, do you still have the prototype you're using, or are you? Have you had one of the Reach It versions yet?
Yeah. Do you have a Reach It version, or are you still using the Richie Blue version?
I'm gonna see what he says.
Yeah, Marcus. He's working. He said he's listening to it in the background. But I don't know. Like I said, dude, I'm still a big supporter of fucking Richie Blue and his fucking product and his fucking design. At the end of the day, I'm here at the end of the day for Richie Blue. Period. Point blank. End of fucking discussion. That's why I'm here. That's why I talked about the Gunslinger. That's why I promoted the Gunslinger, because he's a fellow window cleaner and I wanted to support him. because I like this product. And I used it for 9 fucking months, and it was legit. My leg never got wet. I didn't need a sponge in it. It was awesome. It still is awesome. Period, point blank. Mark Tanner has not said more than a word here the whole day.
I'm just listening, man. I'm enjoying it.
He has 20 minutes segment.
I should have kept it. I gave it away in a contest. I do have a Richie Blue one, though.
Okay,
This is Ron Musgrave, sir. I've got a gunslinger, and I be selling parking lots with it all the time. I've got fiber in my house. Joseph Henry Hardy, you're a smooth talker, and you won't answer the tough questions. I've got fiber, you've got a bad connection, and, I'm selling parking lot jobs. I don't have a stake in the UAMCC. I'm just here for moral support. I get the hours read to me after the meetings are over. This is Ron Musgraves, and, could you keep your videos a little longer? By the time I get my wiener out, I can't even come to completion, guys. If you want to learn about pressure washing, you just let me know. And I got fiber. You can get a hold of me on the internet. Guys, we're trying to sell jobs here. Walgreens is really dirty, guys. When I started out in the business, Walgreens was really dirty, and I got to clean it. Now you can't get them clean anymore. They just don't want to do it. So I started selling parking lots, and hey,
My cheeks, dude, it just healed.
You got.
So, guys, this has been Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio live on YouTube. Chris Lambriniti, stop being a hoe and come on the podcast. Just stop being a hoe. Chris Lambriniti's come on the podcast. I'd like to have Richie Blue back on again. I want to have Marcus Bay back on again because I want to do a conspiracy podcast with Marcus Bay because that motherfucker's got some shits.
I haven't been on a podcast.
I would really like to get fucking Troy on here, but he's scaredy cat, man. He don't want to be on camera. I told him all he's got to do is call in. He ain't got to be on camera.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So I really like the duck out of fucking T-Roy. So, Dave the Window Licker. Maybe we can get Dave the Window Licker on the podcast one day.
Yeah, bring him on.
Shit. You know what I mean? Fucking anyone,
You guys haven't seen his gunslinger videos? Go see his gunslinger videos. Those are funny.
Yeah, Dave the Window Cleaners, Window Licker. He's got a really super sweet ass fucking set of gunslinger videos. They're really good.
Yeah,
Just
really good.
Listen, we don't need to start a comedy channel. This is the comedy channel. We don't listen. This isn't the serious window cleaning podcast. We're not trying to sell safety programs or sell shit for WCR. We're just on here cutting up 3 window cleaners. We'll talk about window cleaning occasionally. You know what I mean? And I'm still gonna rock my Reach It fucking window cleaning gear. I feel like their water fed pole, their mini, is probably the best fucking residential window cleaning pole and / commercial pole on the fucking market. For between fucking 2 and fucking 4 stories, you can't beat that fucking mini. It's gangster, especially with the plus sections. It's badass. The window weapon's badass. You know what I mean? They just need to tighten it up on the gunslinger. Sorry. Hey, I'm here for my fellow window cleaners and my buddy Richie Blue. I feel like I'm supporting his design. It's kick ass. It's not a design flaw. It's just not being put together right. And this is Ron Musgraves. We're gonna have a giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away 3 minis and a pro. You can select where you want them. And I'll send them to you right up the rear or in the front. Or both at the same time. Joe, I love you. If you could, Joe, if you make your videos a little longer, Joe, I would love to come to completion during one of your videos. I love your goatee and your fedora. This is Ron Musgraves for Outlaw Window Cleaner, and we're out.